God is saying to you today, I am close to the brokenhearted, closer than you realize. When you feel shattered, abandoned, or weighed down by sorrow, know this: your pain does not distance you from me. It draws me near. I do not stand far off, watching from a distance. I am here, leaning in, wrapping you in my embrace and whispering, I see you. I feel your ache. I will never leave you in your brokenness. I want you to understand that your brokenness is not a barrier to my love. It is the very place where my grace flows most deeply. When you feel crushed by grief, betrayal, loss, or regret, I am not distant. I am present, ready to mend what is torn, to comfort what is wounded, and to restore what feels irreparable. Your tears are not falling on deaf ears. They land in my open hands, and I use them to water the seeds of healing in your soul. I am not just aware of your pain. I am actively moving to meet it. When you feel overwhelmed, I am closer than your next breath. When you are overwhelmed by sorrow, I am the voice that says, I am here. Let go. Trust me. My nearness is not conditional on your strength or your circumstances. It is a promise for every moment you feel small, defeated, or lost. I want you to lean into your brokenness, not hide from it. Your vulnerability is not a weakness. It is the gateway to my strength. When you feel crushed, I am already at work, lifting you up. I do not require you to fix yourself before coming to me. In fact, it is in your brokenness that you are most free to receive my healing. Let your heart be open, raw, and real with me. I am the only one who can turn your shattered pieces into something whole again. I am teaching you that your sorrow is not the end of your story. When you feel like you've hit rock bottom, I am there in the rubble, offering a hand to help you rise. The crushed in spirit are my favorites to rescue, because in your brokenness, you have no choice but to rely on me. This is where true transformation begins, not in perfection, but in surrender. When you feel forgotten, I remind you, you are never alone in your pain. I carry the weight of your grief, turning it into a bridge that leads you deeper into my heart. Your brokenness is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of your humanity, and I came to meet you precisely there. The places where you feel most fragile are the places where my power is most visible. I want you to trust that your healing is not delayed. It is being crafted carefully, even when you cannot see it. Sometimes I allow brokenness to linger, not because I cannot heal you, but because I am preparing you for something greater. Your pain is not wasted. It is being used to shape your faith, deepen your empathy, and refine your trust in me. When you are crushed, I ask you to surrender the need to be okay on your own terms. Let me carry the load. Let me redefine what it means to be strong. Strength is not the absence of brokenness, but the courage to let me mend what is broken. Your heart may feel fractured, but I am the potter who can reshape it into something even more beautiful. I want you to know that your emotions are not a burden to me. Grief, anger, confusion, and fear are all valid before me. Bring them to me without apology. I am not threatened by your pain. I am moved by it. Your sorrow is my invitation to draw closer, to speak directly into the void, and to replace despair with hope. I am close to you in the valleys of your heart. When others cannot understand your pain, I do. When the world seems silent, I am speaking. When you feel invisible, I am seeing you. The crushed in spirit are my greatest treasures, because in your brokenness, you have nowhere else to turn but to me. And in that surrender, you discover that I am enough. I want you to ask me today, Lord, where do I need to let myself be broken open so your healing can flow? Let this be your prayer, and let it open your heart to the truth that I am not just near, I am with you. I am not just comforting you, I am saving you. This salvation is not just for eternity, it is for today. I save you from the lies that say you are unworthy, unloved, or alone. I save you from the cycles of shame and despair that try to trap you. My nearness is your deliverance. When you feel crushed, I am already at work lifting you. My arms are open wide, ready to cradle your pain and turn it into purpose. Your brokenness is not the end. It is the beginning of a story where my grace becomes your strength, my presence becomes your peace, and my love becomes your refuge. I want you to rest in this truth. You do not have to pretend to be whole to receive my healing. Come to me as you are. Let your heart be raw, your tears flow freely, and your prayers be honest. I am not waiting for you to get it together before I step in. I am already there, working in the quiet places to bring restoration. Your brokenness is not a stain on your worth. It is a testament to my power. The deeper your pain, the more room there is for me to fill you with my comfort. I am not distant from your struggles. I am in them with you, turning every wound into a place where my light shines through. When you feel forgotten by the world, remember that I am closer than your own heartbeat. I am not just aware of your pain, I am actively comforting it. The crushed in spirit are my chosen ones because in their openness to vulnerability, they find the deepest intimacy with me. I want you to walk forward knowing this. Your broken heart is not a barrier to my love. It is the path to it. Let your sorrow lead you to me, and let my nearness lead you to freedom. You are not alone. I am here, closer than you imagine, ready to turn your pain into purpose and your tears into joy.